Ben,
Hey, how are you guys?
good. How are you?
Good. Joe, I assume?
Yep.
Nice to
Got
meet
the right
you.
guy. Yep.
Sam, how are you? Oh, Ben.
Dan.
Ben, nice to meet you. Or nice to see you again. Nice to meet you for
Nice
the
to
first
meet
time. Well, I'm glad we could get this second meeting set up. Glad we can go over some of the stuff that I have prepared for you guys. So a little bit kind of what we went over last, to kind of do an overview. Some of the issues you guys were facing was moving into the California district and being able to sell there. You guys also talked about some of your noise complaints or not being able to work due to busy hours and stuff like that. And is there anything out of that you feel I'm missing? Some of the problems you guys are facing?
Another thing I mentioned to Sam was the service and maintenance side.
Okay.
We don't really,
Yep.
we've never dealt with batteries. We don't know how they work.
Definitely.
We're diesel guys through and through.
So understand that completely. So I'm kind of going to go into a little bit about like the electric hydraulics and the benefits that we kind of have with it. So we actually, this is kind of crazy that you guys, just a couple weeks ago, we just finished a project for another company that also does bucket lift trucks, and they're experiencing super similar issues.
They're competitors.
Yep, they are your competitors, but the way we see it is we're creating solutions specifically for your company. So we won't have the same solutions for you guys that we had for them. So it will be different solutions. And
So is ours gonna work if they're different?
yeah, no, definitely work.
Okay.
If ours works better, are you gonna go to them and sell them what you're selling to us?
No.
If ours works better.
So they're already signed in with their plan.
What about the pricing? Are they gonna be equal?
It just depends on the system. So everything's a little bit different. So obviously the components may be different for you guys than that for them, just depending on the issues that you guys have. Not everything's the exact same as them, not cookie cutter. We specifically design programs for our customers, not just cut and paste each one.
Mhm.
So obviously we're trying to keep you guys on the cutting edge and moving forward. So with those electric hydraulics, obviously, it'll really cut down on your emissions. I mean, you'll have no emissions because you will not have to continually run your truck. I mean, idling all day like you guys are doing now. And to run the hydraulics. So it's emission free, so that obviously will take care of your California problem, being able to move into California. It also cuts down the fuel costs. So with some of the competitors, some of your guys' competitors that we've worked with, they were spending around anywhere from 10 to 15,000 a year extra on gas just for idling prices. I don't know your guys'.
Well, that's it. Yeah, that's interesting because we don't pay for the gas.
But your customers, sorry, I mean your customers, not you guys specifically. I mean, their customers are paying an extra 10 to 15,000 just because they have to leave the trucks idling all day to run the hydraulic systems. So that's been definitely a big point that we've leaned into. Also, like you kind of touched on the maintenance portion with the truck not having to idle all day. Maintenance can be a lot more planned. We also set up like planned maintenance instead of scheduled maintenance. So you guys don't just have it break and you're out of truck.
Mhm.
So it's like at this day, this month, you'll go in for scheduled maintenance. We help set up that plan for you guys.
So we have to send the truck to you then for maintenance.
Not necessarily. So kind of what I was talking to Sam about earlier, we can do the maintenance. That's an option that we provide if you guys would like that, but we are only in the Midwest. So if you're sending trucks to California, we offer a training plan. So we can train the guys in California who you're selling your customers to service their own trucks. That's something we also offer.
Please correct me if I'm wrong, but you're saying that we have to plan when our trucks are gonna be broken down?
I wouldn't say you have to. I mean, not broken down. It's going in for servicing. So
Okay.
making sure stuff doesn't break down, not planned. Because obviously, if you don't plan servicing, you're just gonna have random breakdowns where then you are out of truck and you weren't planned for it. So this you can have set in stone. You know when your truck's going to be out of commission for that day. So on June 25th, we have a scheduled service oil change. They go over everything, and like and if it's here, that's an option we add. You guys can take it to our service people, and we will do that. And if it's obviously we have training.
I'm assuming there's no oil in the battery, just
Or not battery, but I'm saying like that's the like with the trucks. I'm sure you guys have scheduled for oil changes and stuff like that. That's the same preventative maintenance. Exactly. So we're big on the preventative maintenance. That's just reduces wear and tear. And then another thing that we kind of got to is our smart control systems. So each of our systems will come with like a screen on the truck where it shows the battery level, runtime, and how long that truck has been in the field and how long the electric hydraulic will continue to work. So they are battery powered. So the way it works is most of them have about 12 hours of runtime, and you charge them at night, just kind of like you charge a Tesla or something like that. So I have prepared 2 quotes for you guys today. This first one right here is our one-time engineering and development fee. If you guys want to take a look at that. And that is what that includes is we will build a one-time prototype and we will completely get your systems and design specifically just for your guys' systems and your needs. So that includes all of the electrical stuff you'll need, all the batteries. So we will actually install it onto one of your trucks as a one-time prototype with that fee. And then you'll have all of that information to pretty much mass produce that to the rest of your fleet, if that's something you guys are looking for.
So you're saying that we just pay this one time and that's it?
This one-time fee for the whole design and everything and the one prototype. Then after each truck that you guys would like to implement into the fleet and add this electrical, it will be this one time. This will be for each truck that you would like to add after that initial development fee. So each truck, this will be the final price for adding the whole electrification system to your guys's.
So your development fee is $20,000. If
So
we want that in our system, you're telling me we have to do an extra $20,000 and then go on main production. So we're gonna do what is this right now? $70,000 just for 2. Is that correct?
yeah, so for the first 2, yeah, because the first one it's gonna be 45, and then obviously that truck will be up and running, but then you'll have the set plans. And then after that, it will be $25,000. We see the benefit in this most, like especially in the maintenance, but also in gas price alone, with people having to leave, like I said, other customers, they have 10,000 a year in gas, just not from the truck running, just from idling to run the hitch. So we see these prices as definitely a way to, they do have ROI, they do have a return on their investment.
And you want to do this with only never having hooked up to our machine. And this might not have work, and you want us to drop $45,000.
So I mean, obviously, we would have to take a look at your systems, but we would get it working. That's what we're doing. That's why it costs $45,000 is we will make it work. We will design it so it does work.
Okay, if it doesn't, can I get credit back on that? Or
I mean, that's for all the companies that we've done something similar to this, we've not had it not work. That's what our engineering team is great at. But if it does not work, I can't offer you a guarantee on that price back.
okay.
Cause yeah, we are getting pushed by management with the whole California and Knoell,
Yeah,
all that
definitely.
stuff. But our roles are to make that decision, but we also have to be smart about the decision, because right now, even at mass production, we're still $10,000. I mean, we pay what, $15,000 for the whole
15
system?
15,000 total with diesel plus our labor.
And in California, there's a need for trucks there, but is it worth it for us to spend an extra $10,000 for every single truck just so we can get business in one state when we're global?
Definitely.
And that's the decision we're trying to.
I think this could definitely be something that you look more futuristic on too, because I mean, yes, California right now is the only state that has all these super specific emission laws, but I'm guessing that within the years to come, there's gonna be more states moving towards that more green, less emission. So it might be a problem you guys will run to in the future, but this could definitely jump out and get ahead of it. Also,
Is the price going to come down in the future?
I'm not for sure on all that. It just depends on the price of the materials and everything. So that is a possibility. But as of right now, it definitely will not go up on you. If you guys decide to sign with this, that is price locked.
For how long?
For 3 years. That's a
3 years.
3-year price lock.
Okay.
And
Can you
then
get that in writing?
what?
Can you get that in writing?
Is that on the quote?
100%. I don't think it's specifically on the quote, but for the actual document signed that you guys are agreeing, that it'll be on there. It'll be 3 years locked price. After that, we'll reassess and see if we can get you guys a better price moving forward.
About a bunch of trucks in 3 years, then, if that's the case.
Well, is this also including labor, or is that just for all the freaking components?
That's labor as well.
Labor as well? Okay.
Yes. So what are your guys' kind of thoughts? What are you hesitant about? What's
Well, the price is my
Yeah,
issue.
that
price,
thing, the
definitely.
price is, I I can't tell if it's worth it or not. It's cool, it's trendy, it is what it is, but I mean, at the end of the day, if I go up to our customers and say, hey, this truck's gonna cost you $10,000 more and you really aren't gonna see much of a difference, they're gonna go to any other place to buy a truck, so.
I understand that. I think you really just have to pitch them on. This is where the industry's moving towards. This is where we are going. Not. You can also pitch them on showing how they spend so much on fuel, how they spend so much on their trucks breaking down. Just the amount of idle hours they put on a truck alone is significant maintenance and wear.
And that's fine. We can go ahead and say that stuff, but that's also why you're here is to
Definitely.
give us those numbers.
Yeah,
Do you
definitely.
have like an ROI or like when is this gonna be worth it for us and for the customer?
Definitely.
Because you're also saying the maintenance side as well. We do a lot of maintenance, like I mentioned before.
Yep.
That we do that, so we get paid on that. And then also, if it breaks down, they're coming back typically for a new truck for us.
Yeah.
So we can get a full new truck.
Mhm.
You're telling me now they're gonna have to pay $10,000 more, and I don't know.
You guys.
It's interesting, but it's a big jump. We need to make sure it works. I'm not.
I'm not confident on a $45,000 upfront investment, even with a guarantee. We've gotten burned in the past with guarantees, so
100%.
at least at minimum.
I mean,
need
I
it
would like to
right.
say, we are a global company.
I thought you're in the Midwest.
Well, sorry, we're a Midwest company, but we have a global outreach. So we're based out of the Midwest, but we help companies globally with this. So, I mean, I'd love to be able to, I could get you in contact with some companies that we've done work with before and kind of show them,
That'd be great.
show them the value that we provided for them.
Which they're, their competitor anyways.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
So
But I mean, we're just here, honestly, I think this is gonna be where the industry's going, and I think you guys can get ahead of it and be one of the industry leaders and continue to be an industry leader.
I mean, if we're gonna be buying this many trucks or parts for a truck, is there any way that we can get rid of this expedite fee and just go straight to the production costs? We're still gonna want to do the prototype,
No,
make sure it works, but that's a steep number now.
I understand that.
we need more value when it comes to everything else. If you're gonna give us a $45,000 before we can even try this thing out.
Definitely. So that will actually come up with something that you will be able to try out. And if it's not up to your guys' satisfactory, if you don't see the benefit after it is built, obviously we could get that price refunded. And then you don't have to continue with the 25,000 after that. But I feel that once you guys see the benefit of the hydraulics and you can explain the benefits to your customer, that these things will start moving very quickly for you guys.
So those 3 years locked with 25,000 on the main production line.
Yes.
Is there a minimum we gotta hit or
Nope.
no minimum?
No minimum.
So we could do,
You could do 2, you could do 10,000, whatever you guys want to do.
okay,
I'm guessing it'll be towards a higher number. I think the states are definitely moving towards more the green, no emissions, but
is there any price discount on quantity?
we do not offer that right now. But after the 3 years, we do offer like contract renegotiations. So that's something we could definitely look into after 3 years. If you guys are getting 10,000 trucks, that's what we want to push you guys to, just sell as many trucks as possible.
It sounds good what you're saying, like that sounds, the way you make it sound perfect fit for what we're looking for. I'm just not quite sold. I'm an engineer, I'm a numbers guy. I need to see the ROI. We have 80 decibels that we gotta beat. I need to know for sure
Definitely.
that we can beat that stuff, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, I'd love to schedule another meeting. I can get you all those specific ROI numbers. I can tell you how many years that this will take to be in the profit, be in the green for you guys and your company, if you guys would be interested in something like that.
But for the most part, it sounds great. We just need to know what we're getting ourselves into. So.
Awesome. Well, I'd love to get you guys those numbers.
Awesome.
And we can finish there. And if you guys have any other concerns before that, other than just the price.
Nope.
Awesome.
Good.
Nope.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't forget to get that 3 years in writing, all right?
Yep, will do. That'll be on the contract.
All right.
Thank you guys.
You.